हेलो एवरीवन, वेलकम बैक टू बायोवेंचर। आज हम एबीसी एंड एबीसीडीई मॉडल के बारे में जानेंगे, जो कि फ्लावर डेवलपमेंट का एक इम्पोर्टेंट टॉपिक है। चलिए शुरू करते हैं। फ्लावरिंग प्लांट्स यानी एंजियोस्पर्म नेचर का एक फैसिनेटिंग पार्ट है। इनके फ्लावर्स सीड प्रोडक्शन के लिए इसेंशियल है, लेकिन यह फ्लावर्स कैसे बनते हैं, इस प्रोसेस को समझने के लिए हम एबीसी और एबीसीडी मॉडल्स को देखेंगे। So here you can see this is the flower of a angiospermic plant. So what a typical flower of angiospermic plant is like. So in the angiospermic plant's flower, you can see the stalk is called as peduncle. Then this green part is known as sepal. Then this is the receptacle. Above the receptacle, ovary is present. In flower, there are two parts, that is the male reproductive part and the female reproductive part. So, in the male reproductive part, you can see there is a presence of anther, filament, which collectively forms stamen and carpel, जो कि बनी हुई होती है स्टिग्मा, स्टाइल एंड ओवरी की। तो अभी हमने फ्लावर के बेसिक स्ट्रक्चर के बारे में जाना है कि फ्लावर में के पार्ट्स कौन कौन से होते हैं। तो अभी let's discuss about the what is about the ABC model of flower development. So ABC मॉडल प्लांट बायोलॉजी के एक बेसिक कंसेप्ट है जो फ्लावर डेवलपमेंट के लिए रिस्पॉन्सिबल जीन्स को एक्सप्लेन करता है। इस मॉडल को तीन जीन क्लासेस के थ्रू समझा जाता है, विच इज द क्लास ए, क्लास बी और क्लास सी। So in this image you can see this is the ABC model of flower development. Okay, so there are three genes responsible for the flower development: class A gene, class B gene, and class C gene. When class A gene when class A gene is only present, then it forms sepal. When class A and class B both genes are present, then there is a formation of petal. Then when the class B gene is present with the class C gene, then there is a formation of stamen. And when only class C gene is present alone, then it forms carpet. And one important thing to be noted that the class A and class C gene inhibit each other. Means class A gene inhibits class C gene and class C gene inhibits class A gene. Then, so see here, the whole one means only when there is a presence of A alone, it forms sepals. So this outer layer of a flower denotes sepals. Then the inner layer present just beneath the sepals is petals, which is formed by whole two, that is class A and class B genes together. Then stamen are formed by class B genes plus class C genes, which form the whole three. Then the whole four consist of only C gene, which forms carpel. तो जैसे कि मैंने कहा, क्लास ए जीन सेपल और पेटल के फॉर्मेशन में हेल्प करते हैं, क्लास बी जीन पेटल्स और स्टेमन को डेवलप करते हैं, और क्लास सी जीन स्टेमन और कार्पेल्स के फॉर्मेशन को कंट्रोल करते हैं। यह जीन्स एक स्पेसिफिक कॉम्बिनेशन में काम करते हैं, फ्लावर्स के डिफरेंट पार्ट्स को बनाते हैं। दिस इज द नॉर्मल फ्लावर। हियर all four holes or layers are present, that is the sepal, petals, and stamen and carpel. Okay, the ABC model explain the homeotic mutants in flower. Let's say the first case. If we mutate class A gene, then what happens? So when we mutate the class A gene, which was earlier responsible for the formation of sepal and petal. So petal when it is present with the class B gene. So here the class A gene is mutated. Here there is a loss of function of class A gene. Then what happens? So जब C gene alone present रहता है तो कार्पेल का फॉर्मेशन होता है. When the C gene is present with the class B gene, then there is a formation of stamen. Also here this stamen is formed. Then when the class C gene is present alone, it forms carpel. Here also when here there is a mutation in the class B gene. So when class A gene is present alone, it forms sepal. Then when the class C gene is present alone, it forms carpel. So here there is a mutation in the class C gene. So what you can see that when class A gene is present alone, it forms sepal, and when class A gene is present along with the class B gene, it forms petal. So in this slide you can see all in a easiest way. So इसमें भी वो सेम ही इंफॉर्मेशन दी हुई है लेकिन easiest way में दी हुई है. So now what we can see here that whole one which is responsible for sepal. When the A class A gene is present alone, then there is a formation of sepal. When it is present along with B gene, here it is a formation of petal. That all it is the same. You can see it. Now let's discuss about the ABCDE model of flower development. So एबीसी मॉडल के बाद साइंटिस्ट ने एबीसीडी मॉडल डेवलप किया जो ज़्यादा कॉम्प्लेक्स है और फ्लावर डेवलपमेंट के एडिशनल एस्पेक्ट्स को कवर करता है. यह मॉडल एबीसी मॉडल के साथ दो और क्लासेस दैट इज डी और ई ऐड करता है. नाउ लेट्स सी दैट द क्लास ए जीन कंसिस्ट ऑफ विच जीन्स. सो द क्लास ए जीन में होते हैं अपेटाला 1 अपेटाला 2. देन क्लास बी में होते हैं अपेटाला 3 एंड पिस्टिलेट जीन. देन क्लास सी में होते हैं अगैमस जीन एंड क्लास डी में होते हैं शटर ग्रुप 1 एंड 2 एंड क्लास ई में होते हैं सेपेटाला 1 to 3 4 genes. Now let's see the explanation of ABCD model. So as we have seen earlier that what A, B and C gene regulate. Now let's discuss about the class D and class E genes. So class D genes ओवरी और फ्रूट के फॉर्मेशन को रेगुलेट करते हैं एंड क्लास ई जीन्स फ्लावर के सारे पार्ट्स को इंटीग्रेट करते हैं और उनकी प्रॉपर पोजिशनिंग को इंश्योर करते हैं. ये जीन्स मिलकर एक और डिटेल फ्रेमवर्क प्रोवाइड करते हैं जो फ्लावर डेवलपमेंट को और अच्छे से एक्सप्लेन करता है. सो लेट्स सी. When class A gene is present along with the class E genes, then there is a formation of sepal. When class A, B and E genes present together, then they form petals. And when class B, C and E genes are present together, they form stamens. When class C and E genes are present together, they form scarpel. And for the formation of ovule, there is a presence of class C, D and E genes. So सेपल के फॉर्मेशन के लिए जो जीन्स होते हैं वो है अपेटाला 1 along with the sepalus gene. For the formation of petal, the genes responsible are the apetala 1, apetala 3, sepalus and pistillate gene. For the formation of stamen, the genes present, the gene regulate are apetala 3, agamus, pistillate and sepalus gene. For the formation of carpel, the genes present are agamus and sepalus. For the formation of oval, the genes responsible are shuttlecock, and for formation of ovules, there is the presence of SHP, that is the shuttleproof, and STK gene along with the agamus and sepalus gene. So the class E gene is present uh, along with the all genes, that is the class A, class C, and class D gene and class B gene. So this is the model of ABCD model of flower development. So now let's discuss about the importance of the models. So ABC और ABCD मॉडल्स के का इम्पोर्टेंस है कि ये हमें फ्लावर डेवलपमेंट के जेनेटिक बेसिस को समझने में मदद करता है. इन मॉडल्स के थ्रू साइंटिस्ट बेटर अंडरस्टैंडिंग पाते हैं कि किस तरह से जीन्स के कॉम्बिनेशन से डाइवर्स फ्लावर्स बनते हैं. सो व्हाट इज कंक्लूजन? तो यह था एक ओवरव्यू एबीसी और एबीसीडी मॉडल का. यह मॉडल्स प्लांट बायोलॉजी में एक की रोल प्ले करते हैं और फ्लावर डेवलपमेंट को समझने में हेल्प करते हैं. नाउ लेट्स डिस्कस some PYQs of CSIR NET. So the question is that the ABCD model of flower development expands upon the ABC model by including additional gene classes. What is the role of class E genes in the models? So the option A is to determine the identity of sepal and petal, to regulate the development of stamen and carpels. The C option is to integrate and specify the plural organ identity by working with other gene classes, and the option D is to control the growth of the flower stem. So the correct answer is the answer C, to integrate and specify the plural organ identity by working with the other gene classes. So in the ABCD model of flower development, class E genes play a crucial role in the integrating and specifying plural organ identity by working with the class A, B, and class C and D genes. They help in the overall organization and proper positioning of the different floral organs. Now see the next question. So now the next question is, which gene classes in the ABCD model is primarily associated with the development of ovary and fruit structure? First option is class A gene, second is class B gene, third is class C gene, and fourth is class D genes. So the option is class D genes. So the next question is, in the ABC model of flower development, which genes class is primarily responsible for the development of floral organs such as petals and stamen? So the option is first option is class A gene, another is class B gene, third is class C gene, and D is the class D gene. So the answer is class B gene. In the ABC model of flower development, class B genes are crucial for the development of petals and stamen, and the class A genes are responsible for the formation of sepals and petals, while the class C gene involved in the formation of stamens and carpels, and the class D genes are the part of ABC model but are involved in the fruit and ovary formation in the ABCD model. So this is the explanation. Let's move to the another question. So the next question is in your screen, is on your screen. So the question is, in the ABC model of flower development, if a mutation in class A genes occurs, what would be the most likely result in the flower structure? So option 1 is loss of sepals and petals, loss of petals and stamen, loss of stamen and carpel, and loss of carpel and development of new floral organ. So the answer is loss of sepals and petals. Let's move to the next question. So the next question is, which of the following statement is true about the role of class C genes in the ABC model of flower development? So firstly, they are responsible for the development of sepals and petals. The option B is they promote the formation of stamens and carpels. The option C is they inhibit the expression of class A genes. And fourth is they regulate the development of ovary and fruit. So class C genes are crucial for the development of stamen and carpels in the ABC model of flower development. They work alongside class A and B genes to ensure the proper formation of floral organ. So the answer is second, that they promote the formation of stamen and carpels. Next question on your screen. In the ABC model, which gene class is expressed in the region of the flower development flower where petals and stamens are formed? Options are given. So the answer is class B genes are expressed in the region of the flower where petals and stamens develop. They interact with the class A and C genes to determine the identity of this floral organ. So the answer is class B genes. Last question of today's lecture on your screen. So the question is, in the ABCDE model of flower development, the interaction between which two genes classes is essential for the formation of carpet? Option A is class A and class B genes. Option B is class B and class C genes. Option C is class C and class D genes. And the option D is class D and class E genes. So in the ABCD model, the interaction between class C and class D genes is crucial for the formation of carpels. Class C genes are involved in the formation of stamens and carpels, while class D genes help in the regulating the development of ovary and fruit. So the answer is option C, that is class C and class D genes. So this is all for today's lecture. So today we have discussed about the ABC and ABCDE model of for development. अगर आपको ये वीडियो पसंद आई तो सब्सक्राइब करना ना भूलें और वीडियो को थम्स अप जरूर दें। थैंक यू।